We're all together?
Yes, sir.
Both of you together? Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your time.
No, not at all.
40 years I waited, and after 40 years, I'm meeting you 3 times in last 12 months. It has become a game changer for me. Meeting my legend 3 times in 12 months.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us time.
Not at all. Thank
I'm Rajesh from Indus Age, the leading magazine in Australia. And 2014 saw only one release of yours. Are you joining few actors who are 1 year, 1 movie club?
No, I just consider myself fortunate that at least I had one film. I mean, you know, people at my age don't get any work at all, so I'm very happy that I got at least one film.
Shamitabh's audio trailer has created ripples in the marketplace. What is the movie holding for us?
As you know, R. Balki, the director, has always worked on scripts which have been very unusual, very different, have a different storyline, gives a lot of challenging roles for his lead characters. And Shamitabh is no different. It is a unique story. And I think that I may make the observation that perhaps this kind of a plot has never been seen before in Indian cinema. And he thinks differently. His approach to making films with a different kind of script and idea has always been unique. Shamitabh is another story. There is a basic emotion in the film, that of 2 individuals possessing a certain acumen in a certain profession, and how they come together. What one has, the other doesn't, and what the other has, the one doesn't. And how they come together as a result of a journalist who recognizes these 2 gentlemen and their capabilities and wants them to come together to go to greater heights. And that happens, they move forward, and then ego comes in. One believes that you know, the other is irrelevant because of him, or that they are at a position because of the capabilities of one. The other believes the other way, and that's how ego comes into their lives, into their profession. And from there onward, what happens is what you shall see in the film.
Your look in Shamitabh was concealed for a long time. How was the idea of having such a look initiated and finalized upon?
Yeah, Balki decides all these things. My character in the film is an old, frustrated old man, decrepit, slightly disillusioned with what is happening around him. He's obstinate, he's crabby, resorts to alcohol, lives in really very meager circumstances. And he felt that this would be a very haggard kind of a look for the character that I play. So he designed it, and then we had makeup artists coming in from overseas to actually put it into place, and my own department, my makeup department, assisting along with that. So that's how the look came about.
Mr. Balki and you click together as a team. What makes that clicking?
I don't know. I think audience appreciation is very vital whenever a product is made. The final product is not just, yes, it is the dream and an idea of a singular person, but eventually it's an entire team that works towards it, whether it's the artists involved, the camera people, the production, the management. Hundreds of people come together to put forward this project. So to give credit to any one person would be unfair. I would say that Balki's idea and concept and vision deserves the maximum credit because he's the one that conceived it. But then to bring it to fruition, I think the rest of the cast, the crew, assists in doing that. So it's really a teamwork.
Mr. Balki has always directed you in unconventional and challenging roles.
Yeah.
What can we expect from Shamitabh?
I think it's equally challenging in this one. I think What is really more challenging is the thought of putting across this plot to the audience and seeing how it fares with them. As I said, this is a concept that perhaps has never been seen before in Indian cinema. So we're very keen, equally anxious and excited and keen to see how the audiences respond to something like this. I would say that yes, there are moments which are unique. And as you see the film, of course, I cannot disclose the plot right now, but as you see the film, you will discover that these situations are indeed different. And we've actually had, I had to record the entire film before we went on set, which was in itself a very novel idea. So we recorded the entire script. Then we went onto the floor and we shot it. And then when we finished the product, then we dubbed it again to bring in certain finesse and fineries into the... So it's been a long process, it's been tedious. And it has been a lot more involving and more laborious for some of the artists involved, because at times it becomes difficult to move away from what you've recorded. And then you have to perform to it. And that brings about its own difficulties and problems. But I think Balki has managed it extremely well.
How was it working with Dhanush and Akshara?
Wonderful. You know, Dhanush, of course, is a huge star and a very, very accomplished actor. It's the simplicity of his work that really is quite magnetic. If you were to walk into a room, you would perhaps look insignificant, but you know, once the camera goes on, there's a huge amount of artistry that he brings in a very special way. Akshara is comes from a great lineage, and this is her first film. She has a wonderful face, and when you see, you will discover that she hasn't looked as though this is her first film. But then that can be said about today's generation. You know, all of today's generation is like that. Whenever you see them, you feel, my God, how did they ever manage to do this in their very first film? But they have done it, and they've done it very well, very accomplished, and I wish them the best on this.
Pidli song is getting much attention. How did you prepare for the loo break?
It's a part of a sequence in the film. The song itself comes about as a result of a sequence that takes place with Dhanush. Why inside the toilet? That also is some kind of a surprise, but it has legitimacy to it. Why I'm sitting there, and that is all that I can say about the song. Pidli actually means, small, insignificant little things. But there is hidden within the word piddle, which we in the English language use to go to the washroom, or indicate as a euphemism to go to the washroom. So it makes a very interesting situation. But it's not just done there for any kind of sensationalism or anything like that. There's a genuine situation which calls for it to be done in this manner, and therefore it's there in the film.
I can correlate your looks in Shamitabh with Chini Kam, which was completely a different look of you. So we're looking forward to seeing this movie. And what else this year for you in 2015?
Well, February is Shamitabh. Then in April, I've finished another film called Piku, which is being directed by Shujit Sarkar. Shujit and me worked extensively on many endorsements and advertisements that we did. He also shot the entire Gujarat campaign for tourism with me, and we did a film, Johnny Walker, which unfortunately has got stuck in its release. He made two other films after that, Vicky Dona, Madras Cafe, They're all very, very successful films. And now he's done Piku, which has Deepika Padukone and Irfan Khan. And that should be over, that should be released in April. We finish shooting. After that is Wazir, which is being directed by Bijoy Nambiar. It's being produced by Vidhu Vinod Chopra and Raju Hirani, who've just had this very successful film, PK. They are producing it. Bijoy Nambiar has made a film before. He's a very bright young lad from the film industry. He was assistant to Mani Ratnam, and I worked in several films with him. That's over, and that should come in August. These are the 3 films at the moment that are completed, and hopefully they'll be released this year. I do not have any other films at the moment, but let us see how things go. There will be perhaps another season of KBC in September or October. These are the things that are lined up for the year.
I'm so happy that you have not joined the One Film Club, and we will be seeing 3 movies this year.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. And are you coming for Melbourne Film Festival this year?
I hope so. If I'm invited, yes, I'd love to be there.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.